This video will give you some ideas for throwing and catching. Always check with your family before deciding where to throw, toss, and catch. For these activities, you will need something to throw, perhaps a small ball. You can make one at home. Check out my video if you need to. Or a small stuffed animal will work too. You'll also need a target to throw to. This one was outside on my driveway. Or you can use laundry baskets as a target inside. If you're still learning the best ways to throw, please check out my video that breaks the skill down. Sean's going to be practicing his throwing. We've got a couple different targets here. It's always good to have a target when you're throwing, just so that we're not going to hit a window. Okay, so Sean, go ahead. Let's see a couple different throws. In these videos, Sean is throwing overhand outside. You could also throw overhand to some laundry baskets. Maybe work on throwing high, middle, and low. Practice on your own. Can you make it to your target 10 times? Can you step back farther away from your target and still make it? Tossing is different from throwing and may be better when you're working inside. When indoors, you can toss using a small bucket, a medium-sized laundry basket, or larger laundry baskets. Set them up at differing distances and see what works best for you. Practice on your own. Can you make it to your target 10 times? Can you step back farther away from your target and still make it? Here, we're going to look at some catching with a partner. If you want to look at catching by yourself, check out my other video, Tossing and Catching by Yourself. If catching is hard for you, please check out my video, The Basics of Catching. These boys have decided to play catch, and right now, they're trying to play catch with a stick. Not a good idea. Instead, we're going to play with a ball when we catch with a friend. You could also use a small stuffed animal. Take a moment and notice the boy in green. Are his hands ready to catch? Not really. Now notice the boy in red. His hands are ready to catch, and he grabs the ball. Let's take a super slow motion look at a good catch. Hands are ready, eyes are following the ball, hands reach for the ball, and hands grab the ball. I stay on my feet. Catching can be a challenging skill and requires many different components, including visual tracking, watching the ball while it's moving, and eye-hand coordination, figuring out where your hands need to go in relationship to what you're seeing. Don't get frustrated if you can't get it the first time. It's okay. Keep practicing. Maybe try a larger ball or a larger stuffed animal. That will be easier to catch than a smaller ball. You can also step closer to your partner. Just take your time. Practice at your own pace. Can you catch 10 times? Can you step a little farther away from your partner? Try it out and see how it works. More ideas for tossing. One idea is to work on rotating or twisting while throwing. You're going to keep your feet steady and turn to one side using the same hand as you're turning towards. Then I'm going to try again. I'm not going to switch hands, but I'm going to turn the other direction. Now I'm going to try with my other hand. Remember, keep your feet steady. I'm turning, crossing my body, and coming over. Then I'll try it going the other way with that same hand. throwing upside down. Spread your legs apart, look between your legs, and try and hit the target. Upside down, and throw it in there. What different and interesting ways can you come up with to throw your ball? One that I came up with was to throw under my leg or under my other leg. That one got in the basket. What do you think you can come up with? I'd love to see it. Take care, everybody, and keep practicing your tossing, throwing, and catching.